How can we compromise between the preordainment and the human free will? There is no actually conflict. There is no confusion. We said and we explained before the preordainment and the divine destiny, or al-imanu bil-qadr, is the sixth article of faith in Islam. To believe in the oneness of Allah, angels, books, messengers, the last day, and to believe in al-qadr khayrihi wa sharrih, the preordainment. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew before our creation what you and I will be doing, whether good or bad, and the fate of every individual. And the hadith of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, that whenever any of us will be in the womb of his mother, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order the angel to write down his decree, his destiny, and his provision, how much will he consume in this life, and his fate, where will he end up. Does this contradict the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave and granted human beings a free will? Of course not. Because right now any person can decide to believe or to disbelieve. Any person can decide to pray or not to pray, to obey or not to obey. Even if the truth is very clear and obvious to him, he say, but you know what, still, I'm not going to do it. That is called the free will. Human beings were given the free will pertaining one thing, the choice of faith, to believe or to disbelieve. Other than that, we have no free will. With regards to whether did we have a choice to come to this life or not, we have no choice whatsoever. Choice pertaining our gender, no, we did not have a choice. I do not recall anybody coming to me in the womb and say, would you like to be a boy or a girl? White, Hispanic or black. We have no choice whatsoever. Healthy or disabled. These are all in the provision. Sometimes people who are very hard-working people, and they only make $6 an hour. And people who are playing online and they make a fortune. So it is not about the effort, that this is something, the provision was already preordained. Nobody can earn more than what has been preordained for him. Nobody can escape what God has preordained for him. This person was preordained to die at this moment, in this time, at this place. No one can change that. So this is a relationship between the free will versus things which we are controlled or remote controlled with. We have no choice in this regard. So the part which God gave us this chance to choose to believe or not, that's why He says in the Quran, there should not be any compulsion in religion. You offer people Islam. If they accept Islam, fine. If they don't, it's none of your business. That's called the free will. That doesn't contradict the fact that Allah, the Almighty, the All-Knowing, knew beforehand that this person would choose to become rightly guided. And this person, despite the clear signs and the proofs, will be stubborn and will oppose the religion of Allah, and the believers will be an enemy to the believers. Even though it's very clear in his mind this is the truth. We went through this a lot before. So it's not about recognizing the truth or not. It is about accepting it or not. After recognizing it, Allah the Almighty knew that, knew this person is going to choose this or not. He did not force him for this choice though. It is the ultimate right of Allah, since He's the creator, He's the manufacturer, He's the originator, He's the all-knowing, the well-acquainted, and He's fully aware of everything. It is His right to know what's even in our hearts, what we are thinking of without talking about it. That's why He is God. So for knowing that and recording that in His infinite knowledge, it doesn't mean that He forced this person to believe or to disbelieve. He may guide certain people, but He would not force people or order people to disbelieve or to go to the fire of hell. The Prophet ﷺ said in one hadith, كل أمتي يدخلون الجنة إلا من أبى. All my nation will enter paradise except those who disobey or those who refuse. So everybody shall enter paradise except those who refuse. So the companion said, O Messenger of Allah, and who refuses to enter heaven? He says, whoever obeys me, then he obeyed Allah, he shall enter heaven. And whoever disobeys me, he chooses not to enter paradise. It is his choice, not anybody else's choice. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to punish any nation nor any person who did not receive the message, who did not hear about Allah the Almighty, about His oneness, whom did not receive a messenger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَإِن مِّنْ أُمَّةٍ إِلَّا خَلَى فِيهَا نَذِيرٌ. And He said, وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. We were not going to punish any people for the disbelief without sending to them a messenger to tell them what's right and what's wrong. Belief will take you to heaven, and rejecting the truth and disbelief in the oneness of God will take you to hell. So if people were not informed, did not know about that, would not be tried accordingly.